Good morning, good afternoon, hello world, wherever you are here with the Young and the Rowdies. I'm your host, Patrick Young, here all the way in Athens, Greece. At the moment, I'm so excited to being able to introduce our next guest. You that are Gator fans know that this is my brother. This is one of my best friends of my life. I'm so excited to have him on the show. My guy, Will Yeguete, all the way from Monaco. How's it going, my man?
Boy, it's going great, man. Can't complain. Just got practice today, so living a life, man. I can't complain. Everything's great.
I appreciate the background that you're giving us. Tell the people where you are right now.
Right now, I'm in Beausoleil. It's called Beausoleil. It's a small city close to Monaco, kind of like near Monaco. And I play for Monaco. So it's my second year. That's where I'm at. Everything's going well, getting ready for a game coming up this weekend, and that's it.
It's so different for, I guess, Gator fans that haven't seen you in a while, that you don't have the mohawk right now.
Yeah, I got braids now, so switch it up a little bit now. I do remember my mohawk back in college. It's kind of like my signature, low key. But now I switch it up a little bit, getting older now, so it's not college anymore.
Yeah, that's true. I switched it up too. I got a little bit of a ponytail. It's hard to see right now. I just got them twisted up. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just letting it go.
I did that too. I had a ponytail. So it's just experience right now. Whatever. I got hair, so I'm just enjoying it for now. I don't know what's going to happen in the next few years. You never know.
So, Will, this this podcast, the Young and the Rowdies, is for everything Gator basketball. So thankful for all the feedback we've been getting from everyone that's been sharing and rating and reviewing. It's been so cool. I've had Coach Donovan, Jeremy Foley, Mike White, Anthony DeRugi, a current player, Pat Dooley. It was awesome having him on, Teddy Dupay, and Matt Walsh. So far, you're our last guest of the year. First off, we want to run through your journey. Tell us about your upbringing. Where were you born? I mean, a lot of fans know who you are. But yes, it's nice to come back and talk to you now that you're almost 30 years old.
I'm 29. I just turned 29, man. So you got to see
almost 30 years old, and 6 years removed from wearing the orange and blue. So tell us where your journey started, man.
Well, I was born in Pessac. Pessac is a small city close to Bordeaux. Bordeaux is located in the southern west part of France. So I was born there, but I was raised in Ivory Coast, Côte d'Ivoire, on the west coast of Africa. So I was there for 10 years, and after when I was 10, I moved back to France, but close to Paris, where my family lives at right now. So I was there for about 6 years, and then my family decided to send me to the US to play basketball. I was 16, so I got to Florida Air Academy, which is in Melbourne, Florida. I know some guys probably know where that is. It's probably like 45 minutes away, 30 minutes away from Orlando. So I went there. Walter Hodge, went to the same school. Some other players also went to the same school, but Walter Hodge is one of the guys that, well known because he first to play for Florida. So I was there for 2 years. Then, I got recruited by Florida, and then, obviously went to Florida for 4 years. And then after that, I decided to come back to France to become a professional athlete. So, it's been my seventh year, so far. So I'm healthy, I'm still playing. I'm thankful for that. But it's been a journey, and I'm really thankful for the journey as well. But, it's been fun. I just want to add up the years and then go and see what's next.
You don't try and jump through that whole process, bro. You can't just say you went from France to high school. We gotta go back to how when you were getting recruited to come to America. How did that process first start with your family? The unknown, the uncertainty. How did they take all that? How did it begin? And then when you finally were like, I'm going to take that leap and just go. How did that all happen?
Well, I went a year before I did a camp, 5-star camp in Washington, D.C.
Okay.
I had an uncle that lived there. So my dad wanted me to go there and just see, how I was going to handle myself playing as the guys, one of the best guys in the country, playing against American players and see, my level. And I did really well. I had some teams that, wanted me to stay during the summer and play AAU with them. But that wasn't, the purpose of me coming there that year. So after I went back to France, and throughout the year, I had like two schools that kept in touch with me. And coming here in February, I went back to the United States to visit those two schools. One was in DC, and the other one, obviously, in Melbourne, Florida. So after at the end of the year, I was 16, and I didn't know if I wanted to try to go to the US or want to stay in France. I wasn't the best prospect of my age, and at this age, everybody really loved the US, want to go and play there, and I think that was kind of like a dream for us growing up, just being able to just be in the US environment. So I had my visa it gave me 6 years for my visa. So I was really, really excited to go. I wasn't really sure if I want to go or not, but my dad was really excited. My mom was like, "No, he's not 18. He doesn't have his high school diploma yet, so I don't want him to go." Blah blah. So my mom was really like against me going for a long time. And some people that were close to me, some coaches that coached me since I was younger, were telling me, "Yeah, if you go to the United States, you're going to lose yourself. Don't go there. You do this for your dad." So I had a lot of people just talking to me about different things. It was weird because it was my first big decision.
Right.
And I realized that, man, like people can actually they don't want what's best for you. Even if you want that for yourself, you can go against that. And I had to learn about even if he's like a guy that you know for a long time, he wanted me to stay there for his own benefits. So if he would stay because I was a player that he bought, and he didn't want him to stay there. But for me, it was better for him to go in the US. So after negotiation with my mom, she was like, "You know what?" I said, "Mom, I'm going there for 1 year. If I like it, I'm staying. If I don't like it, I can come back. I can always come back to France. France, I'm going to go anywhere. If I like it, then I'll stay." They give me 6 years, and I want to see if I can, maybe try 1 year and then we see. So I end up staying. I'm staying for 6 years.
You don't stay, huh?
It was hard at first, but I just liked the way things were, and I was in a great school, great coach as well, and everything was fine, and I was able to adapt and showcase myself and get some scholarships.
When you came to Florida Air Academy in Melbourne, did you speak English at that time? Like a lot of English really well?
I was one of the best in my class when I was in France, but my English wasn't that great because we learned English from England. And I had a really, really deep accent as well. So we go straight to Florida. Florida is just differently over there. So it's like, it was tough. But the good thing was that the school I was in was an international student school. A lot of from all over the world were coming to Florida Academy. So I wasn't the only student from out of the state, out of the US. So I kind of fed in because in my team, there were 3 or 4 guys who were American. The other guys were from Russia, Puerto Rico, Africa. So I wasn't the only one that wasn't, fluent right away in English. So I didn't feel like I was left out.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you get to Florida Air Academy. You start to transition. What was life like there at that school, and how was basketball? You have a really close relationship with your coach there. Tell people a little bit about that.
Yes. Well, Coach Urban Gopal, I think is well known in high school, for the high school. Sent a lot of players in college. I think he's the guy that was able to attract a lot of players as well. So he and myself, had a really close relationship back then and still today. Was really close to my dad as well. So it was really perfect fit for me because I knew the guy, I knew of him, and my dad also knew and trusted him. So it was perfect fit for me to go there. It was tough at the beginning because it was a military school, so it was really strict. Uniform every day, 6 a.m. formation. Like you have to. You don't know, but I was doing some military stuff every single day, man. People don't know about it, but I was in military school.
Making the bed every day too, right? All that.
Making the bed every day, inspection every single day, but every day we had inspection every day. It was fun. Now I think about it, it just really helped me out because when I got to college, I was just I was really organized and really committed to what I was asked me to do. I think it started in high school. Classes weren't that hard. Once I picked up the language, I felt like I was really comfortable. At school, basketball was really tough because when I first got there, I was really soft. And French players, especially back then, they are known to be soft. So when I got there, it was a lot about my physicality wasn't good enough. I was getting pushed around. I was getting
Bro, you were skinny
on the ground, and I was also skinny. But I thought I was solid, but I was really, really skinny. And it was tough. It was tough because also I couldn't really express myself like I wanted to. I had like a little small dictionary that I had with me, and I would try to add words, to make a sentence. Sometimes, like, I would take 10 minutes to add words together and try to speak my mind and make a sentence, and then the sentence would be wrong. I get frustrated. I can't talk because I like to interact with people and talk to people, and I couldn't do that because I couldn't speak the language well enough, and it would take me so much time to have one good complete sentence.
Yeah.
But with the help of my coach as well, I put a lot of work in, extra hours, start getting a little bigger, more confident, start winning games as well, start winning games with the team. And slowly I just, kind of just grew and adapted to the situation, felt more and more confident, like I said. And I was like, yeah, I like it here, I want to stay here. And college start looking at me, a few offers start coming in. Let's go. I'm actually decent, I can actually play a little bit. So why not just stay here and just?
Do you remember the first college that was interested in you?
Canisius College.
Okay.
It's upstate. Where is it at? Close to where's it close to? So it's no, it's not in New York. It's somewhere upstate. I think close to the Canadian border. That was the first school that I remember because I was hyped. Because I didn't know what it was. And my coach explained to me that they really want you, like they want you to commit to them. And that was the first. I remember that was the first school that recruited me, that wanted me officially.
You and I talk about this story all the time. So back in high school, our senior year, I was already committed to Florida at this time, and you and I were in the same 2A division in Florida basketball. And Coach Donovan was telling me going in, because we ended up lining up against each other in the regional final.
Yep, I got a picture of the tip off.
Yeah. In the regional final, Will Yeguete and I went to Providence School in Jacksonville. Will's at Florida Air Academy. And Coach Donovan tells me, hey, Pat, we're trying to recruit this guy, Will Yeguete. If you get a chance, say something to him, let him know that we really want him. I had never spoken to Will before. I had never known him. First time seeing him, watched him on film. I knew he was good. So literally like a few minutes into the game after tip off, I'm like, hey, bro. Come to Florida? We'll be really good. You should really come. He tells me, he was like, bro, you're so weird. Like, how are you talking to me in the middle of a game? Like,
I tried to win, man. I tried to win, but I ain't gonna lie to you. I was really focused. That was a big game for us, man. I still think about that game and how we had it, but we lost it. Yeah,
that was Stacey Poole's best game of the year. His best game of the year. He was very up and down the entire season, but in that, Will Cummings that went to Temple and playing overseas, he got an awesome steal in the fourth quarter to send the game to overtime. And then Stacey Poole just took over in overtime. We were like, who
overtime too? That's crazy because we had the game, bro.
Y'all had the game, man. Y'all had it.
That's right.
So, after that, what was it about Coach Donovan and the University of Florida that made you feel as though that was the place you'd want to go?
Well, I wanted to stay close. At first, I don't think everybody know that, but at first, I was really close to go to Indiana University.
Okay.
Yes, I went there on a visit. I liked it there, The coach, Tom Crean was there. He was talking to me. I was sitting behind the bench. He was talking to me during the game. I was like, yo, if you were here, you would play. I was like, oh, man, I want to go now. I was hyped. But then, then I got hurt. And I had to stop, I couldn't visit any school early because I had my ankle or my knee, I remember. So I was out for a little bit. So I said, I'm going to commit after the season. I'm going to just wait after the season. And once, Florida started recruiting me and stuff, Coach Lanier, like Tim Locke as well, I feel like Tom Crean started to change because I was like, there was competition now. So the way he was talking about Coach G and his coaching staff and his program, I was like, why are you talking bad about them? I mean, it's just competition. Like, I'm not coming to you guys, but it's competition. So I didn't really like the fact that, he was talking bad about them. And Coach G just stayed the same. Coach G was like, I really want you. And, we don't care about other schools that want you, all that stuff. We don't care about what they got going on. You can't help us here. And I really felt like Coach G, as far as like the human side of him, he wasn't just a coach. In high school, I had a coach that was more than a coach to me. And I kind of wanted that in college as well. And I was like, hey, Coach, if I come, feel like, you're going to be able to help me also become a better man. And also, he was the man of faith, so that really helped me out as well. And really want to stay close to my high school coach as well. That's one thing that really also pushed me to go there. And I just thought he was honest, and I felt like me going to college, I was kind of like confident I would be there for 4 years. I want to go to school, I can be there for 4 years. I want to be like thinking about you have to transfer, his coach is going to leave, but I was feeling like he was the best coach that would be able to stay there for 4 years and see me go and help me grow as a player and also as a human being. And that's why I went there.
Yeah, I share the same sentiment, man. I mean, it was a dream school for me, just because I grew up. My grandparents were huge Gator fans, but Coach Donovan was definitely the seal for me, just who he was as a man, is as a man, and his pedigree as a coach. So it was a no-brainer. It was a no-brainer.
And Joe Kinoa too was there.
Yeah,
so when he called me, he hit me up. I was like, "Yo," talk to me a little bit before that. I was like, "Yeah, I'm out there. I got to go there now."
Wait, tell us about that. So you saying Joakim Noah called before you were committed?
Yes, he did. He just tell me about his experience at Florida, Coach Donovan, and how Coach Donovan has really helped him as a player. Obviously, they won back-to-back, so and he being a French player as well, I'll be the next French player coming in there. It would be dope. And he said, I come by, check on you guys sometimes, and we can hang out a little bit, which he did, know. So, and it was great, man. He was different back then. He was kind of like always hype, on the phone. Yo, what's up, man? You should go to Florida, man. It was great when I was there, blah blah. I was like, yeah, I mean, yeah, thank you, but he was pretty cool though. I like him.
He's very philosophical and spiritual now, extremely. He's retired as well.
Everybody say retired, but I haven't seen anything official yet. But I think it is because I think his dad posted something about how proud he was of him.
Okay.
So, but he hasn't announced it officially yet. Okay. I'm waiting for him to just step in and say, "I'm officially, done." But I think it's supposed to be done.
My boy made enough money.
He did. He did. I mean, people don't understand how great he was defensively and how much of an impact he had on the court. Despite the fact that maybe he wasn't the best offensive player, all that stuff, but guy was defensive player of the year one time. Was first all NBA, and his energy, like you can't really teach that. He was playing every single game, and it was impacting the games in so many ways. People kind of forgot about that. But he had a great career though.
When Joe was on his prime and when he was healthy, oh my goodness, he was disrupting. But
everywhere.
Let's get into you. So you come to Florida your freshman year. And we start off as 5. It's you, me, Cody Larson, Casey Prather, and Skyler Wilbekin. What was it about our group that made us special? Do you think it helps having 5 of us at the beginning to cling to each other, and that's what helped made us so successful through our 4 years?
I think we were able to, grow together. I think that we all have different backgrounds, different stories. We're all different personalities as well, and I think we're also all open to each other, listening to each other and not really judging anybody, and we just want to be friends. We came together, we knew we had to learn a lot to be able to be one day leaders of this team. We had great guys ahead of us, and we always tell ourselves, once it's going to be our team, you're going to wait for our time. And you're going to wait for our time. It's okay. You're going to wait for our time. Yeah. Obviously, people we had different paths. Cody ended up transferring. Scotty was playing a lot of minutes freshman year more than us. You also was playing as well more than me and Casey. Casey, I'm having a great season. His senior year, so all our paths were different, but we stayed together. I just think that just because we had a vision. It's the first time we met. I remember the first time we met. We knew that we were going to be special because we wanted us to be together. We were always hanging out together. And at some point, this was going to be our team. Yeah. And, we're going to be leaders of that team. We're just waiting for that. We're going to do everything we need to do. Get ready for that. We're going to learn anything we need to learn. Get ready for the time. It's going to be our team. And I think that, we were thinking about, being one and done, thinking about, I'm going to leave or transfer, whatever. No matter what it is, we're going to stick together and we're going to be able to be one day leaders of this team. We're going to be able to lead this team to, the highest place and be, hopefully, winning our championship. That's what our mindset was from day one. I think that we stick to that toward the whole 4 years.
Yeah, I think you hit it right on the head. I can remember vividly just us amongst ourselves. First, we started staying after practice early in that freshman year, and we were playing like one-on-one with each other and just doing all this extra stuff. We did everything together. Call of Duty, FIFA, just hanging out, living together, eating together. And at some point, it wasn't that we had a knock on the leadership that was before us, the guys, upperclassmen. We just knew that when we're in the position one day, we're going to do things differently. It's going to be our team. Yeah. And when we're going to be in that position, we're going to make things different. Like we're going to play for each other. We're not going to look for stats and all this. We're going to be about winning. And ultimately, that's what we did, Yeah. And Coach Donovan did such a great job continuing to hold us accountable. Like, you guys say you love each other, prove it by the way that you play and carry yourselves on the court. Because if you say you're about team and that you love each other and you're playing for each other, you'll come with the right attitude and you'll give the best effort and do all these other things. And, what was your relationship like with Coach Donovan once you got to campus?
It was great. I mean, obviously, I was still really close to my high school coach, but having Coach D, open his door for us. Obviously, we were going to Thanksgiving dinner as well with the whole team, and I feel like his office was always open to talk about anything. I mean, I'm gonna lie to you. There's one time at some point in my senior year, and I don't think a lot of people know about this. Probably nobody knows about it. I went to talk to Coach D, and I was crying after we talked. I think that I went up for I was supposed to do something on the court, and I went to talk to him for 2 hours. We talked for 2 hours, and ended up crying after we talked because it was deep. He just told me some things that that's really deep that I needed to hear. It was tough, but I just feel like it was always more than a coach. Like he was always a guy you could come and talk to about anything. He was always pushing us, even when we didn't want to hear, even when we didn't want to do it. He knew that there was more out there for us. And he was praying us for obviously just us being men and being able to handle whatever comes our way after college. And we went through a lot in college, injuries, your suspensions, you had ups and downs, family issues, whatever. You all go through a lot. But I feel like he was always there to make sure we stayed together, and he was always there to listen to us. Obviously my family wasn't here. Obviously I was thankful for you guys being around me, and you also hanging out with your family as well. So I a lot of different families that I had at Florida, but he knew that there was basketball, and on the court sometimes he knew that we need to talk about different things, and he was always there for that. And I felt like he was really good at separating. Basketball is here, and and after basketball you can talk about different things, and it was never too busy for us. It was never like, okay, I can't talk now, or I can't. I don't have time. He was always there to either to work out, either to talk. It was crazy because I felt like he was one of the best coaches I've ever had, because I was able to have him for 4 years, and he helped me really grow in for 4 years, and especially in the professional level, it's rare to have a coach for 4 years. 4 straight years. It's probably never going to happen.
Man, as soon as I left college and went, NBA, Monty Williams was awesome to have as a coach in the coaching staff, but when I got overseas, man, I was like, oh my goodness, we were spoiled.
But sometimes you don't even talk to your coach, man. Sometimes your coach is here, you never talk to him. You just, okay, come do your job, and that's it. You have one word with the coach, okay, whatever. But everybody do their own thing. It's like
my first year in Turkey, it's first of all, it's my first time living overseas, living, you're there to stay to play basketball. And my coach, I'm so fortunate, so thankful for my teammate, Martynas Poichis, he's a Lithuanian guy, and now he's a scout for the Denver Nuggets. But he embraced me. If it wasn't for him, I probably would have went crazy, because the assistant coach didn't talk. The head coach, in the 6 months I was there, the head coach probably spoke 50 words to me. Bro, he would sit on the sideline, practice with the worst warm-up I've ever had, bro. We didn't... Bro, we just we ran around, did quick feet around the paint, the free throw line, and just did a few other footwork stuff. And then he's like, all right, let's go, 10 minutes. I was like, that's it? And then just give us the ball, and we just play up and down. And the coach would just sit on the sideline, arms crossed. Sometimes he'd be on his phone. And I'm like, is there a game plan? Is there, how am I supposed to play pick and roll defense? Or the only time he ever said anything is if we came in and we just weren't playing hard. As long as we played hard, practice, whatever, he didn't care. But I was like, man, I miss that environment with Coach Donovan where he would really teach us and coach us. And if he saw that our attitude was wrong or something was up, even before, like you and me, whenever we would walk into the gym together, how's it going? Are y'all are you Mr. and Mrs. Yeguete today or Mr. and Mrs. Young?
It was always said that. It was always said that. It was just his energy, man. It was some days we come in the gym like, oh my gosh, man. Like I had a long day at school, I'm tired. It just might hype to, be able to practice. I also remember how we used to warm up at the charge drill. Boy,
I forgot about that.
You had, but if you were ready to go after this drill, man, but you were ready to go after. If you're not ready before that, you're ready after the drill. You're ready to go to play after the drill. The charge drill, bro. Okay, Pat, go ahead, Pat. Come to force me at you. We can take a charge, man. Oh my goodness.
So
that was the worst. But he had ways to make us ready for sure.
Let's tell the fans about this charge drill. So our freshman year, Coach, he went away from it after our sophomore year. I think he picked it back up on our senior year a little bit.
He did. Even Duke was doing it sometimes just to get us hyped. Remember when Duke was like, Stephen? Like, yeah,
so
crazy.
The charge drill would consist of one man standing underneath the basket. There'd be a person on the right block, the left block, and another guy right around the free throw line. And this person in the middle will have to take 3 charges, consecutive charges from each person. And then sometimes the coach would take it on the chest. And sometimes coach would throw a ball, roll the ball from the baseline to the half court. So you'd have to chase it down and dive on it, just to instill that effort. And, it's fair to say I might have taken the drill a little too seriously. Guys, just imagine.
In the middle for a reason.
Irving Walker, 5'7", Kenny Boynton, 5'11", 6 foot. These guys having to take charges from. It was one day, I believe it was Vernon Macklin, Chandler Parsons, and I don't remember who was on the other side. But after I laid like 5 guys out, Vern just drops the ball and just spears me. He does a wrestling move and just tries to tackle me. And then I wasn't mad, but I was kind of tight. And then Chandler was next, and he tried to hit me hard, and I didn't move. I was like, "Good try, CP."
Yeah,
Oh man,
that drill was something to warm up. It was fun drill, man.
What really
was ready though.
Looking back, especially into our senior year, do you remember the shell drill that we always ran every single practice, where it was just like a dribble off and rotation? Coach Pelford, he'd be fired up for that drill every single day. And I remember one day we just didn't have, we were like, we got to do this again, man. Like, why are we doing this drill start off practice? And it was just crazy that the little things, building bricks, like Coach Donovan said, that the little things in doing that right. We play Kentucky in the SEC tournament championship game, and they try to run that same action. Like, how ironic, how crazy is that?
Yeah.
Try to run that same dribble.
Turn over too.
End up winning the championship. That was, that was insane. So, what are some of your favorite moments, memories as a Gator?
Favorite moments. I don't even remember my first favorite moment was I think it was my sophomore year when I got to stop. We got to stop. We were playing at home, and I don't remember who we were playing against, but there's a picture of us. It was me, you, Scotty, and Casey on the court, sophomore year. And I guess we're maybe up by 1 or 2, and I was guarding whoever was on the ball, and I was able to, I guess, either have him turn the ball over or something, and we ended up getting the stop. So we ended up getting the stop to low-key win the game because after that we were just make free throws. And I was extremely excited, and like I'm walking, hype, and you like on the side of me, like trying to just hype me up, and Scotty's behind me, and Casey's on the side, so it's all 4 of us on the court. And I was really excited. I think I have the picture somewhere, but I don't remember what game it was, but that was like the first one. I was like, damn, I can't really play here. Like I can really have an impact at this level. I've been obviously after that, senior year, winning the game at home against Kentucky and being 18-0. Final Four berth. ACC tournament we won against Kentucky. Last possession, we got to stop. I would say like maybe just seeing us just grow throughout the years.
Yes.
You look back at, when you get to college, you're 18, 19 max, and you leave it like 21, 22, and like just see how we all grew and became like leaders throughout the years, and we're able to lead the other guys. And I just have the memory of us, just being together, especially our senior year, because we were really locked in. And it's funny because I remember my freshman year, we lost to Jacksonville. I always remember against Jacksonville.
We lost to JU at 12 noon.
On a Sunday.
On a Sunday.
And we didn't play that much. She was like, we were freshmen. I think CP was TP. Vernon Macklin was there. AT was one of our leaders. And we lost that game. And Coach you warned us, say, guys, it's the game of their season, guys. I know it's a game I know, but just make sure you're ready. Make sure you're ready for this game because they're going to just give them the odds. You guys are Florida. It's a game for the season. Just be ready. And they kind of just like, you know how it goes. You know how it goes. Just it's okay team. We're gonna be light. It's gonna be easy. And they beat us, and they celebrated like they won a national championship on our court.
Yes, they did on our court.
And we're just like, yeah, man. When we get older, but we're gonna be seniors, but and nobody's gonna come beat us like that. That's not gonna happen. We told ourselves that back then, freshman year. If you ever get by noon on Sunday, you're gonna lose that day against some team that's not supposed to beat us at home. And I always thought about the mom because we knew that, once it's going to be our time, we can't let that happen, no matter what it is. And we almost had a game like that when we played against Auburn at home during the ACC ACC regular season.
Yep. We
had a game where we played terrible. I mean, they were a great team, but like they were confident. They came in and like they opened our butt. You know what I'm saying? And we had no answer for it. We were just in the game. And we found a way to win the game. You had some big free throws and at the end of the game. And I was just like, I don't even know how we won, but you just found a way to win because we can't lose that game. And I think we just had that in us. Like we say, you know what, we're not going to lose the game. Like regardless, we're going to find ways to win. And we always still find ways to like win the game. And I don't think we had that back then when we were freshmen.
One of the most awesome things from that year was hearing Coach John Calipari just talk about how much of an honor it was to play against a team like ours because, we didn't have a one-and-done outstanding freshman or sophomore, and we were a team that the nucleus was built up of mostly seniors and guys that have been through and played a lot of games. That team, I'm not sure if there's many teams that, will look like we did. Of course, we fell short of that championship. I think we really had a chance. We just ran into a really hot UConn team, but man, that was by far the greatest year of basketball I've ever lived. I mean, it was awesome.
It was fun. It was just fun. Like we worked really hard, and we had a lot of issues within our teams, but we just having so much fun on the court. And we were just playing for one another. There was no egos, there was no contracts, there was no nothing. There was really thinking about anything else but playing and just do what needs to be done during this game to win the game. And we knew that, we could be a really, really good team. And when we were doing all the little things were asked us to do, like things would just flow. We just play together and we would just score, get back on defense, to get a stop. That press we have, our press was just like
holding teams to 40 points.
Yes.
40 and 50 points.
You just press the team and you could see in their eyes like they didn't want to just be here. It was like, oh my God, you have to press. We score, we just be ready to press them again. Like we just be ready every single time. We will never stop. And you could see in their eyes like, oh my gosh, man. Nah, he's Wade here coming up. He's Scotty here. I play on defense. Pat, then you have Luke coming off the bench. Then you have Casey. You have Mac Frazier's hot. You know what I'm saying? Like you got Casey here with his speed. Everybody was just like so locked in, and like we were just like, nah, man, we're gonna win this game. And we were just like, we would physically just beat people up because we were just like so intense at every position, and we just keep on going over and over and over. And now I'm thinking about it. If you have to, when you score, you just press for 35 seconds, play defense for 35 seconds straight. back in college, we would do it. You score, and you press the team, and then sometimes you get offensive rebound. You have to play again another 35 seconds. Playing 20 seconds defense is hard right now.
Yes.
You think about you used to play 35 seconds back to back sometimes, and like in a practice, you have to get 3 stops in a row. If you don't get it, you still play just for like 5 minutes.
Boy.
And people will get so bad.
Oh my
so
gosh.
like,
Freshman year. Speaking of which, I know you remember 3 stops in a row, and Vernon Macklin. When our freshman year, we had this drill where I'm not sure if it was 4 guys or 5 guys that would be around the 3-point line, and there'd be guys rotating in a circle, 4 or 5 guys in the circle as well, and the guys on the inside have to box out the guys on the outside to get the rebound. And our freshman year, Will has such a natural nose for rebounds that I remember you set the record for most rebounds by a freshman in the game, I believe. But anyways, we kept those seniors in the drill for so long that it stopped being basketball at one point.
They would push us.
I remember he push us, grabbed like the jersey, and he said, "Will, you're not getting this rebound. Sit your feet right here."
And the ball will go out of bounds and stuff. Like we'll just run out of bounds, just dive for the ball and stuff, and everything. We say, "Keep playing, keep playing."
Keep playing. Did you hear a whistle?
No, you have to keep playing. Get the ball. And you just get the ball. That was those 3 stops, man. That was like, if you're there for like 2 or 3 minutes, you start getting tired. You're just like, we're not going. You're not leaving. You stand. You're doing the same drill until like you got to stop. We're not going to another exercise, another drill. You have to get stops, and because you will never let us slide. Like, no, we're not. No, we stand on this. You guys are not ready to practice because we're doing it. We're not ready to practice, so we stand on this until you guys get it done, and then we can move on to the next thing. And every time was never letting anything just slide and pass by, and that's what made him one of the greatest, I think, as a coach.
That's what's kind of I got a chance to go watch the Gators recently with Coach White, and just with the rule changes, it's unfortunate because a practice I saw, the guys weren't bringing the best energy to start practice. They couldn't get this drill done right. And for us, if it would have taken too long, Coach Donovan would kick us out, and he said, "All right, I'll see y'all in a few hours." Because of the hours rule and the making scheduling, they're not able to do that. Really. Like he kicked them out for 10 minutes and brought them back in. That's all you can do because the rules and the structure of the schedule that you put your hours in before, you can't like, oh, no, I'm going to have the guys come back in after study hall. You can't do that. I mean, I remember when Coach Donovan on Thanksgiving, our junior year, I believe is what it was, sophomore or junior year, we just were like, Thanksgiving ain't nobody really trying to practice hard. We came in, got energy. He kicked us out. His wife gets mad because she had a whole, we were in Gainesville for Thanksgiving. Christine Donovan, she gets upset because she had this whole meal catered and planned for us. So when we came back to practice, it was so quick and short. He was like, "My wife's going to kill me. You guys are lucky."
That's true. And we ended up coming late too.
Yeah. So Will, let's transition a little bit. It's a known fact to Gator Nation that followed us those 4 years that you and I had somewhat of a bromance. I believe that's the word that the millennials use. Well, I'm a millennial, so
that's the word. That's the word on the streets.
Yeah, that's the word on the streets. I mean, yeah, we lived together sophomore, junior, and senior year. We did a lot of things together. I mean, we have a lot of great stories. I'm not sure how many of them we can actually tell, but tell people about our friendship, how we became such good friends, how some of your favorite memories that we had together.
How we became good friends? I mean, obviously, we started living together sophomore year, and just I think we had like the same vision. I think we kind of understood each other as well. I think also you opened up to me, and having your family also opened the doors to me when Christmas break, when I couldn't go home and all that stuff. So I really got close to your family as well. And I just felt comfortable, around you. We just talk about different things, open-minded. We'll talk about from basketball to faith to, you know, what's going on in the world. And like, I just felt like we really connected to a level that was also outside of basketball. And, you know, I think on the court, we could see that we were also, you know, we connected as well on the court because we would play well together and we would know, you know, where, you know, other guys was at, and we would know like how to complement one another. I think that was really great on the court because that helped us, you know, win a lot of games.
Yeah,
And
sure.
I just felt like, you know, we both felt comfortable with one another. I just think that, you know, our values, you know, our visions were kind of similar. And despite the fact, you know, we came from different background and all that stuff, I just felt like we really connected. Also connected to the other guys as well, but I feel like just knowing now we're just like, you know, bros from the get-go. And until today,
Yeah.
I have a lot of good memories.
Yeah, for sure.
Good stories as well, you know. I mean, one story that, you know, I have in mind right now would be the trip to Africa that we took.
Okay, that's right.
Because why Africa? Because we end up going to Ivory Coast, where I was raised at.
Oh, that was amazing.
For an interest trip, that was an amazing experience because for you guys, and it was you, Claiborne as well, Little Ash, Big Ash, and Alicia. I just felt like just, you know, being able to go there with you guys and then King Size was just amazing because you guys were able to see where I came from and be able to see another side of the world. I think that's one of, you know, the greatest experience I've had with you and with all the guys, as far as outside of, you know, the court stuff, outside of basketball. But I mean, I have a lot of stories. Obviously, I can't tell all the stories.
You know, I'm not afraid. We're grown now. You know, we can check. You know, I'll tell you one of my favorites. So, well,
all right, go ahead.
First off, I'll tell you this. You know, you taught me how to love soccer, for one, because I didn't like soccer at all. Really, I didn't understand it. You taught me through FIFA, and now I appreciate those athletes as some of the best. I think I've beaten you one time. I think in FIFA, once or twice out of 100 games. I think I've gotten you once or twice. Games. And I'm very proud of those 2 wins because the student finally got to beat the master one time. But okay, so for the people, Will and I lived together sophomore, junior, senior year. We volunteered together. We went to church together. We partied together. We everything. We ate together. We went to training table. We you know, if there was ever a window, you know, Will and I were always trying to help each other and support each other in whatever way we could on and off the court. You know, there for Will when he was going through some injuries. You know, Will, I know that you were that senior year as well because you had just came off a microfracture surgery, and you know, people that don't know, that is one of the I will put that above an Achilles, above an ACL injury as far as the recovery for that. Because it is just a lot up to chance to hope that the cartilage in your meniscus can recover properly and that you'll be the same athlete. If not, and man, you know, I was definitely worried for you going into that last year because you know your explosiveness wasn't there. You weren't comfortable. You probably took, what did it take, 2 years for you to finally really feel like yourself again?
Honestly, and I don't think a lot of people know that, but that year, coming to my senior year, I was going to register. I didn't want to play. I was kind of like hesitant about playing because I was like, maybe I need another year to just, you know, make sure I'm 100% and come back the year after that. But, you know, the trainers were telling me, the doctor telling me, you know, Will, you're fine. Like, your knee's fine. You know, it's mostly it's mental. So, like, obviously, you're not 100% right now. You feel like you're not 100%, but your knee's fine. But I felt like I needed maybe like some more time to be able to come back 100%. But obviously, you know, being there with you guys, and I ended up, you know, playing every game of the season. I was really afraid because I felt like I wasn't my best. I think that wasn't like physically I wasn't at my best, but I don't think I could just wait another year and having the extra year and being a 5th year senior. And also, you know, you guys, we came together. I felt like, you know, it was just a way of me having to fight through that, you know, mental battle and just being able to be with you guys and help you guys the best way I could, because I feel like the year after would have never been the same. And it was tough. But I would say maybe because you have to get back your strength on your leg, and that's like takes a lot of time because if you play, you can't really work on that.
Right.
And I kept playing and playing, obviously during the summer I also keep playing. I would say that, it took me at least like a year and a half, 2 years maximum. But I was able to also to find a way to play the game differently because of your body.
You started shooting
just
a little
just
bit
adapt.
more.
Exactly. So you just adapt to it. And one thing that, I was always had in mind when Coach D would tell us was that you guys never play 100%. You never play a game 100%. Everybody has some kind of like issue in their body before the game. You're never going to play a game 100%. Once that time you feel like you were 100%. And he was right, because I feel like, we also have like this sort of thing, whether it's some small injuries or coming back from injury, whatever, but you are never at 100%. But you can still play though. Yeah. So and I always felt, you know what, I can still play, I can still help my team out. So I'm just going to do that. And, I was able to play the whole year. I didn't miss any game. I'm really thankful for that. And I think that, it was one of the best years I've had as far as a player, because, obviously we ended up having a great year together and win championships. I think that was really worth it. And we also had the record of being undefeated in the regular season, which is crazy.
I was mad that Kentucky did it the year after, but we did it first. And man, just looking back, I'm so proud of you for being able to push through that part mentally. Like, it had to be so hard. A lot of questions of why did this happen now, et cetera, and you just trusted in the process. And I mean, look at you now. Yeah. You're not. I mean, no one's body is perfect, but you're doing well. You're playing in your 7th season now as a pro in Monaco.
That's
but
crazy.
The story I want
to bring up. Go ahead. Right. I'm ready.
All right. So I want to say it had to be after the season. You and I, we took a scooter. Oh, it was during football season. That's when it was. It was during football season, because that's when they had 101 Cantina in Midtown, had the big tent right next in the that big parking area. You and I took the green scooter. Rest in peace. We took the green scooter and we parked it because we knew we were gonna have a good time. We were like, you know what, if we drink, we're not going to drive the scooter, we're just going to walk it back or something. I don't know. You parked it somewhere on campus in like a hidden location. I met with some friends at the Swamp, and you were with some friends at Cantina, and both of us drank way too much. I don't know about you. I'm going to speak for myself. I'm going to speak for myself. I drank way too much.
All right.
For some reason in my mind, something told me that smartly, we don't need to drive. We don't need to drive. We need to walk home. Yes, we need to walk home. My phone worked. I didn't think to call Will. He called me a million times. This is when you drink too much, you forget everything. So I decided, instead of trying to find Will, instead of trying to call Will, I went back to get the scooter and I walked it all the way home to the dorms. I walked all the way home to the dorm. You remember the story now?
Yeah.
And Will, I feel so bad for Will. I can only imagine what was going through his mind at this time. I parked the scooter after walking it. I go to my room and I pass out. And I wake up, I don't remember anything. Will, he wakes me and she's like, bro, you went missing, you went MIA on me last night. I have no idea what happened. I was so worried. I came back home and then you showed me a picture. I was butt naked, just passed out on my bed with the lights, the door open.
I remember.
And I was like, nah, bro, that wasn't me. Nah, it was nothing I could say. It's me. I was just butt naked.
I was like, yo, I don't know what happened to you last time, but I was like, I came home. I said, what is this guy doing? But the lights is on, the door's open. I'm like, bro, you all right, man? Knocked out. I was like, yo, is he okay? But that was so bad. That was funny, man. I couldn't wait for the next day to wake up and tell you about it. I was dying. That was
when someone has a picture of you like that, you have no words. I had no words. I was just like, my bad.
Yeah, that's funny. I remember that because I was like, "What is it? What? How?" And the thing was, the light was on. That's
Yes,
what's funny because the light was on and the door was open. I was like, "So do you want everybody to just walk here? Like,
exactly.
what do you want to? What's going on here?"
I could have closed the door
That's,
and just went to. Yeah.
yeah, we don't want to do that.
We got a few minutes left, Will. We want to talk more about your current situation, current life going on. So after you left the University of Florida and graduated, you went on to play professionally. And something exciting just happened in your life not too long ago. Want to tell the people about that?
Yes. Well, I'm engaged.
You're what?
So engaged. Yeah.
Yeah.
Close to a fiance now. About a month ago. So obviously she said yes. She said duh, but after she said yes.
She did
We've been
say
together for a while now. So like you said, I think it was the right time. Things are going well as far as us being together. And she's a volleyball player, former player at Penn State. So she got bounced, but she's athletics, so more athletic than me for sure. But she's great. Everything is great. She's happy. She's here now, so I'm happy that she's here. And things are going well. Yeah, so hopefully in the next few years I'll be a man, and we'll see how that's going to work out, especially with the whole COVID-19 stuff. But we'll see.
So it was pretty difficult in the middle of COVID to continue to cultivate your relationship, because of you were in Monaco and she was back in America with the travel restrictions. That was how long were you guys apart?
8 months.
8 months.
8 months, yes, because she ended up leaving. She left to go back to the States to see her family, and then she got stuck. So there was no way she could just fly back here to come back for about 7 to 8 months. Yeah, we were trying to figure out different ways for her to come here, but it didn't really work out that way. And finally, in the end of October, she was able to get the some kind of visa or some permission from the embassy to be able to to come here, because we had to show that we've been in a relationship and she's coming here for me, blah blah, all that stuff. So we had a lot of paperwork, and they let us come. I mean, they let her come.
Well, I'm so grateful. I know you had plans earlier to propose, but because of the time apart, the forced time apart, nothing you can do. It took a little bit longer, but so glad that you could have that great highlight of 2020, this crazy year.
I know, right? Yeah. I mean, I think everything happened for a reason. I think I was really, really confident about me doing it. I just didn't know exactly when, and I felt like whenever was the right time, with the right time. I wasn't really trying to just think about it too hard, trying to take a day at a time. And when she got here, and I took some time to really try to organize the day and all that. And when I felt like it was time to do it, I just did it. I don't really think about it twice. I just go with my guts and have faith with whatever happens next. That's how it's been my whole life.
So I got one more question for you, Will, before I let you go.
Right.
What does the future post basketball for you look like? I know that you've done a lot of giving back. You have a heart for helping other kids. Hopefully, look to be the next Will Yeguete and have an opportunity to do what you do. Mm-hmm. And obviously, you're a man of faith as well. So serving and giving back, those are huge to you. You've been doing so much through this pandemic, staying involved. Probably going to be a lot more of that for you when you're finished playing. So what is the future for you if you could orchestrate it yourself?
Well, right now I'm working on bringing this basketball court to the team I was with when I was in France growing up. So I'm working with the city council to just being able to bring a basketball court inside the gym I used to play in, because I felt like that's one dream I have in my mind, is having kids playing on the basketball court. I just feel like that's the minimum. We didn't have that, but I feel like that would change a lot for them. As far as myself, I think probably I could see myself being like a scout. Maybe that would be something that would be interesting in. I also was able to comment some games with this local channel here last year. Actually, I commented some NCAA games.
Okay.
It was Kentucky against Kansas, and some other game. But I really liked it. I liked it a lot. It was really fun. I feel like with what I have, my background and also my experience, they don't have that kind of player here, kind of person here in France, I could really, I could really help them know more about how it goes inside the NCAA team, inside the team in college.
Okay.
With my experience, I think they really need that. So that's something I could do. And I'm thinking about also maybe starting this kind of one-on-one interview thing, because I think about all the players that were able to do something, after their career right away. I have some former teammates that were able to, just go from I'm playing basketball and now I want to be done, and it's just transitioning directly to another job. And I would want to interview those people one-on-one to tell them, to ask them how did they do it for the future generation. Like, how can you explain to us, like, how did you set up, your post basketball career during your career? How can you, help a kid right now who's like 20, within 20 or 25, whatever? How can you help him being focused on basketball and sports, but also preparing his after career? And I think if you can kind of have this, not maybe a podcast, maybe like a one-on-one kind of thing with them, or I can interview someone maybe once a month, so they can explain to us, especially like French kids, this is what I did during my career. This is how I prepare my after career.
Yeah.
And I feel like we don't really take the time to ask those people, how do you do it? How did you manage to play until 33 and 34, 35? You already have a job set up. You know what I'm saying? Like, what was those different steps you took? Who helped you out doing it? And I really want to create a platform where, like, maybe two people can come and share the experiences for us, of course, or younger kids that think, okay, I know I'm going to play basketball forever. Like, how can I prepare my after basketball career? What different, steps or advice you may give me? And that's something that I don't know how I'm going to do it yet. I don't know how I can do it while I play. I'm still playing, because I feel like if I do it while I'm still playing, it will be even bigger, because I'm still going to be a basketball player, but I can also do something on the side and it will be more impactful. So just gotta figure out a way to, kind of just put this together. But I have plans. I'm not worried about.
I believe it.
I feel like I could be in the States. I can go back to the US and maybe find a job there. You know what I'm saying? I can live in France. I can go to the motherland.
In my vote, somehow you being somewhere within an hour or two from me. That's just, you and me starting our families kind of close. Kids around the same time. So they can kind of grow up and play, and we can coach them together. That's my dream. But anyways, brother, I want to thank you so much for your time. It's been an honor. I love you. I'm thankful
too, man.
to see you. Man, that was really fun. We didn't get there, man, you and me, when we get on the phone, we can talk for hours.
That's facts. That's facts. That's facts. You're right.
But that just means in the future we're going to have a part 2 and fill Gator Nation in on some more stories.
For sure.
But anyways, Gator Nation, this was my brother, Will Yeguete, on episode whatever number of Patrick Young and Rowdies. I'm so thankful that you tuned in on wherever you're listening. Please subscribe and share on whatever platform, Spotify or Apple. Gator Nation and world, stay rowdy.